Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? It is that kind of
Oh my
day.
goodness, I am so excited. This is the first time that
Mhm.
I'm meeting him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not gonna lie, my younger self is dying.
The last time he was here in the Monster Studio, practically half of the studio were in tears.
Oh my god, are you
It
serious?
was like a Michael Jackson effect, when you see somebody that you have admired, that you've listened to the songs. Even I was like, oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
that's
he's
because
here.
not only is he super cute
Mhm.
and nice,
Mhm.
but he's so talented too. So it's kind of like, how can you not be in awe? How can you not love on him? And like I said, if you told preteen Karla that she was going to be talking to him, well, she would have died in her limited two pajama set and posters. But anyway,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. A man who needs no further introduction. The one and only David Archuleta.
Hi there, Karla. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so there goes 19-year-old Karla.
I was trying to keep it cool, but it's not. I'm not even going to try. You see, you're
Oh.
everyone's crush, and it's just, I'm going to match. See how big my smile is. But hi, David. Hey,
Hi, David.
what's up?
Hi. I like your mask.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Nice and blue. Hi, David. How you been? What part of
Doing well, Rico. Thank you.
what part of the world are you in now?
Where in the world is I'm in Tennessee. So that's where I live. It is 10:30 at night. So this is my first nighttime interview. At least it's night for me. So that's why it's dark where I am. But
Yeah.
Thank you for making time for
Thank you,
us.
thank you.
We know it's 10:30
of course.
evening, but you have no
This is
idea.
fun.
You have no idea how excited your fans are. When we announced that we were going to have you on the show, our DMs were flooded with questions and messages. So before we get into all of that, David, how are you? How have you been? Because it's been a crazy 2020 so far. So what's
Right.
up? How are you?
I've been doing pretty well. It's been 2020 as is what I just say is, 2020 has been 2020, but it's been good. I've been able to release new music, which has kind of helped me get through it. Okay. And it's nice to share music that helps other people get through 2020. And, I haven't been able to tour so far this year, but, I've been making more music. So I guess that's how I'm using my time, trying to just keep, doing something with that and staying in touch with my fans. It's been fun. I've been able to do listening parties of some of my older albums, which has been really fun. I'll have to do my the OPM album. Maybe I can have a listening party for that too.
Hey, that'd be cool,
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
David, you did mention OPM and the Philippines. It's very close to your heart, and you are very close to all of Filipinos' heart because you did a show here.
Mhm.
I
You did a
did.
show here, and can you tell us about that? Looking back, the experience of doing that show with, I think it was with Jasmine Curtis.
Yeah, with Jasmine Curtis Smith and Eula Cab. I don't know how to say her last name actually, but Eula as well.
Yeah.
They're both just so sweet, so great to work with, and I got to learn the song Nandito Ako as well, which was really fun to do, and then just record the whole album after. I didn't think I would ever. I didn't see myself ever acting in, let alone in a mini serie, but it was so fun. It was great. I just a couple weeks ago posted a picture remembering that time with all the crew from the show and working with them. It was so nice. I just have great memories from that time. And I got to live in the Philippines for over a month. So I never thought I would do that either. So it was very fun.
Yeah, it was quite surprising that how did you end up getting that TV show? For all of us are like, oh, David Archuleta doing a show in the Philippines. How did that?
That's how I felt. My manager just said, hey, you've been requested to do this a few times, and you've never been able to, but they're saying, how would you feel? Because right now I was getting ready to go on my mission to be a missionary for my church in 2012, and I had given myself like a month of nothing so I could just get ready to go. And they said, well, hey, would this time that you had as free time downtime, you could do this miniserie that they do in the Philippines, or you could just take it as time just to do nothing. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not just do it? And so I went and did it. And I was like, I don't know. I guess I was just up for anything new because I was about to leave my music for 2 years to be a missionary. So I was like, I'm ready to do things, crazy things like that. And it was one of the best decisions I made. I was so glad I did it. I made so many friends that I now get to see every time I go back to the Philippines. And I don't know, it's just a special place. Every time I see Filipinos and stuff, I like if I start talking to them and they like know I sing and stuff, I'll start singing Nandito ako. So that's fun to connect with them even after all these years. It's a special place in my heart now.
Actually, what's so incredible, David, is that, it's one thing to be known in a reality talent competition. It's another to have just an amazing group of fans all around the world and in a country as far from you as the Philippines. And, it's amazing because they have stuck by you throughout everything from your idol journey to after to your teleserye here and whatnot. And I mean, do you ever stop and think like, wow, how is this my life still? Because, it's one thing to have it during like the AI days and stuff, but to still have that kind of impact and that kind of love and support until now, are you used to it? Or is it something that you just sit back and you're like, whoa?
When you said, do I ever think when I'm all alone? I'm just feel grateful because you don't know how long things will last, how long people's excitement and support for you. I thought, people love American Idol, so people love watching the show. I didn't think that people would still be excited to see what I'm doing with my music and with my life, even 12 years later. It's been 12 years since American Idol. So to still have support from people, I just feel grateful. I think that's one of my biggest fears is to feel forgotten and to feel like I'm not doing anything that's benefiting other people. So it's nice to know that you made a difference, you made an impact, you brought joy to people, and that it can, even if all they knew about me was watching American Idol 12 years ago, if it's just a nice memory for them to be like, oh my gosh, I remember that. I really enjoyed that. I love it when people tell me their stories, how they would sit on the couch and watch with their friend, their brother, their family, their grandparents. Just, I love it.
Being, as you're mentioning, American Idol, and that was big. That was a battle of two Davids. You know what I mean? That was massive. How was that experience? Going on that stage, singing that final song. Were you nervous? What kind of are you feeling?
Oh wow, I haven't thought about that in a while. At least not in that way. Thinking about the last time singing, to be honest, I was exhausted. I was so tired. I didn't even remember. I just remember being like, oh, no more learning songs, no more practicing. I can sleep again. I can eat pizza because I wasn't eating any dairy, cheese, and I love cheese. So like the night that it ended, my teacher, because I was a minor, I still had to do school. So my teacher on set had a slice of pizza waiting for me. And so I was just like, oh, I can have pizza. I love pizza. So, but then I got signed, and then I started working on my album and had Crush. And so it just kept going. It didn't stop. And then I went to the Philippines, the year after, we had the show David versus David, and we just couldn't believe how many people came. We just didn't know. We didn't know that the Philippines were such fans of American Idol. But it's just memories we'll never forget, So from time to time, when I talk to David Cook as well, we'll be like, remember when we did just all those times, and remember when we did the show in the Philippines, and we'll just always remember those times.
It's so nice because now especially is a great time to just sit back and reflect and remember those good times because the world is
Just breathe.
look at him just throwing tunes and like destroying my. You gotta stop. I have to be composed for this interview.
Bless your heart, David.
Okay,
let me just.
my brain's a song, so always songs. So
Well, it's a beautiful.
continue, Karla. I want to hear your beautiful voice now.
Oh, stop. But carry on. No, okay. Since we're talking life in lockdown, I mean, these are the times, like I said, where you really like to pause and reflect and remember the good old days and just how far you've come in your journey, in your career. I mean, during this lockdown, you said you've been making music, thinking about music and stuff. But how do you do it, David? How do you stay motivated and inspired and creative, especially during a time like now where it is so difficult, to find that drive, to find that light? Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Well, I think I get a lot of inspiration actually from my frustration and from my, I guess, from the pain. And, I think when you are under stress, it sometimes you take, at least for me, I'll like take a moment and I'll maybe freak out a little bit or get overwhelmed, maybe even have a breakdown and be like, what am I doing? I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to go to bed because feels like there's so much to do. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to stay in bed because I just feel overwhelmed. And so then after that, I'll start feeling stressed because I'm like, I need to do something. And out of the frustration, I will get motivated to get out, to do something, go on a walk. And to be honest, during the pandemic life, walks have been a really helpful thing. I just go because there's a walking path by some trees and nature that I live by, and I'll just go and I'll leave my phone at home. It's not keep looking at all the news and all the stress and all the drama and even the memes, even the funny stuff, just so I can like look up at the sky and at the trees and I just start talking to God and just, it gives me clarity. It's like, I get that feeling. It's like, things are going to be okay. We go through hard things, but things will be okay. And it helped me. And then from that, I get ideas, creativity starts flowing through when you get rid of all of the distractions. You can hear not just, for me, like the voice of God, but I can also hear myself and I can hear that creativity. And it's helped me to start getting new songs, new ideas, and just to stay calm, just breathe.
And David, it's great that you could share that with us, that putting down your phone, it's okay to let go of the phone and clarity. And they do say that, the longest conversation you have with yourself is when you take that walk. It's silence, it's serenity, it's clarity. What are the things that you've come to discover about yourself as you take that walk? Literally.
Right. Well, I realize that there's a lot that I'm stressing out about in those walks, but you kind of have to, it helps you really like, okay, what am I stressing out about? What is this that's making me freak out so much? And it starts going. So like the first part of my walk, sometimes I'll even get like, I feel like I'm about to get emotional because I'm just like, I don't know. I didn't realize all this. And you're like facing it, but then like you understand it. Like it gives you time to think about, okay, what am I so stressed about? What am I thinking about? What am I worrying about? What am I wondering about with my future? Or like the people I care about and I love, or just the world in general. And then afterwards, you kind of let it, like addressing it helps it calm down. And then it like, okay, thanks for giving me attention. It's saying like the stress and the worries in your mind. Thanks for giving me the attention. Now it can go and do its thing. And then you can give attention to other parts of yourself, like the creative part or ideas, or just being able to relax. So that's what's helped me with the walks. A lot of times I'll just hear an inspirational song just starts playing because that's just how it is for me. Maybe you'll find something that brings you peace of mind and just to help you calm down. For me, I hear a lot of like Christian songs that start playing in my head, and I just like, I feel connected to what I needed to be connected to all along. And I think pandemic life, quarantine life, it gives us a chance to reconnect to what's most important to us and help us to decide what's important to keep as a priority in our lives.
Nice.
Well said,
Yeah.
David. Okay. So aside from the walks, aside from the reflection, aside from the music,
Learning so much.
Rico was so excited to ask you about
Yeah.
this. But let's talk fitness because we also got questions about fitness. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, David. The way that I sold this interview was we have to take a step back and thank this man, you, for being consistent and evolving along with us. You were our crush when we were teenagers and preteens, all cute and everything. And as we grew up, so did you. And now you're so like manly. And, everyone's just like, okay, look at him evolve for us. Like, thank you, David. Like, 16-year-old Karla, 16-year-old Karla. And then like now it's like, thank you for being consistent with our love for you. But fitness, Rico,
how's the training? How is the training going?
I mean, sometimes it's really fun, and most of the time it's not so fun. But I always feel good after. That's what's so good. Like in the middle of the training, every single time, like I think, oh, it's gonna feel better. Like I've been doing it for a couple years now, and I keep thinking, with time, I'm gonna feel like, oh yeah, like but now it's every time like I look forward to it now. Like at the beginning, there are times where I didn't want to get out of bed again. As you can tell, like that's a pattern as trying to get David out of bed, even when he has a lot of things that he needs to do. And so the gym, it would just be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go. It's too painful. I feel so weak. Everybody at the gym is like all ripped and shredded. And I'm like, I just don't want to go and I feel embarrassed to go. But I realized when they go there, everybody started at some point. And so everyone had to begin, and they respect that. They know that you're at the beginning of your process. Here I am a couple years later. I'm still in my process. And I still like when I was at working out, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do anymore. Like maybe I should just give up. Maybe I'm just done. Maybe I should. But then like after I'm done, I only do about 30 to 45 minutes at the gym. But it's just enough time to keep me going consistent, and I've been able to see results. I never thought I'd start forming muscles and stuff. I just always looked at myself as like some scrawny, weak kid who's self-conscious and doubts himself. But working out and being consistent and having an accountability partner, having a trainer, or just when I'm on the road, I have my band members work out with me and they encourage me. Just wherever I am, having accountability, it helps me to keep going. And just by little things, y'all, you don't have to be working out for 2-3 hours a day, 30 minutes, even if you can just do 10 minutes, as long as you stay consistent and have someone. If you have a hard time like me, I have a hard time being accountable, then get the accountability partner and you'll see the results. And it feels so good. I've gained a lot of confidence in myself and I feel healthier. I'm healthier. I can lift things without hurting my back. I can help my friends move. I couldn't do that before. I was so weak before. So I thought it was just who I was, but you just have to work at things sometimes. You can make your weaknesses become a stronger part of you.
David, can Karla and I make you our accountability partner? Can you just tell us every time?
It's so weird for Rico to be the one to be like, hey David, between us guys, can you be my accountability partner?
This is more awkward, Karla. Can you see some of those gains? Can you show us your bicep?
Don't do that.
Mine? I don't. To be honest, I don't have a ton. To be honest, I don't know if it's
higher.
I mean,
yeah, we see it. We see it.
I don't know. I don't have a ton, but it's like,
oh, look at that, Karla. Look at that.
You know what I hate? He's throwing the whole humble, like, I mean, I don't know. It's like just like a smidge or whatever.
No, I don't know. I just, when you go to the gym and the guy's arms are this big, I don't feel very big, but I look at myself and I'm like, you know what? That wasn't there before.
Oh.
So I didn't get this till I was 27, 28. So if anybody's, I don't know. So I look at that. I'm like, you know what? I feel good because I worked for this. I've worked. It may not be huge, but it's there and it wasn't before. So I feel good. It's like, it's helped me gain confidence in myself.
It is solid, David. Oh. It is rock solid, man. You gotta
let's see yours, Rico.
Yeah,
right there.
All right.
Brady
right.
is actually on our Facebook. You know, Brady Bills toured with you here in Manila, and he's saying his most memorable show. And I'm guessing he's looking forward to working out with you, fitness trainer David.
Oh my gosh, I'm not a trainer. I'm not a trainer. I need people to help me stay focused. But yeah, that show, with Brady when he came, that was a fun time. I think that might have been the first concert I did after I got back from Chile from my mission. It was so fun. I was like, you think like, okay, people forget about you, but man, I was like, it's so cool. Like the fans in the Philippines, they know a lot of the songs that weren't even like necessarily on the radio. So that's it's just fun. I'm glad that everyone there still enjoyed the music after that. We had a fun time. I remember. Well, I don't know. Never mind. No,
No, you can share that with us.
Yeah,
you can
feel
share
free
with
to.
all friends.
Yeah,
Just you, me, Rico, and
the country.
the country.
only you in the country. Yeah. No, it was fun. It was, speaking of the Nandito Ako, we had like a little reunion at that show. It was really fun. So and I got surprised. They surprised my manager Carrie. She had surprised me with she always likes to surprise me, but I was there in the room, and then all of a sudden, like all these crew and the actors from the Nandito Ako series came in, and it was just, I was like, that's so cool. It was fun. It was a nice reunion.
And the cool part about all of this, David, is that other than American Idol, other than, of course, the projects you've done here in the Philippines, you're able to transcend all of that. Now for 2020, a lot of exciting things now in the works for you. From what I hear from your manager, is that you got a new song.
Well, yeah, I have a new song and a new album that I've been promoting. And I'm actually working on a couple more songs to release to go with this same project. But I had a song this year come out. It was called Okay, All Right. And basically, I kind of call it now, it's become like my quarantine song, because it's basically, the song is about freaking out and just stressing out and like waking up in a bad mood, being in a bad mood when you're stuck in traffic, being in a bad mood when you see your ex on Instagram and she's moved on, and like, and it's just like, you know what, it's fine, I'm fine, okay, whatever, like it's gonna be all right. Even I feel like I'm lying to myself, but it's fine, I'm fine, okay, all right, until it's like you just keep trying to get yourself out of the bad mood, and then after the end of the day, even though you feel kind of crummy and a lot of bad things happen, it's like, you know what, I'm still here, I'm alive, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, or even if it was, maybe you have a day and it's like it's worse than you thought, but it's like, you know what, maybe tomorrow I can try again tomorrow. Maybe I didn't win my battles today, but let's see how it goes tomorrow, and I can keep trying. And that's my goal with this song. Oh, it's fine, I'm fine, okay, all right.
I think that's brilliant,
It's a dope
especially
song
for right
concept.
now, because if you really think about it, nobody knew that 2020 was going to end up the way that it's been, And let's talk about this new album. I mean, therapy sessions. The title alone, like if you really think about it, David, it's like, were you like predicting things? Because 2020 has been an entire therapy session of self-discovery. I mean, like there's just so much going on. Now with this album, I mean, you were prepared to go on tour, you were prepared to promote it and stuff, and then lockdown, quarantine happened. I mean, how have you been adjusting to that as well? I mean, at the start, were you like really like sad? Were you like, oh man, I don't even know if I want to push for this? Like, how has that entire process been for you as well? Because you're so used to being so busy, and then it hit pause, especially the album as well.
Yeah, it was weird. At first, I was kind of I feel bad saying this, but like at first I was kind of like, oh shoot, like I'm not going to be on tour. I get to be home like by myself. This is awesome, because I like to be alone. Not that I don't like people, but sometimes maybe I don't like people sometimes. I mean, not that I hate anyone, but it's like sometimes you just want to be alone, and it's like, I know, and it like forced me. I thought I was scared, to be honest. Like shoot, like we don't know what's going to happen. Like, are we going to be stuck? Am I going to have enough food? Am I going to have enough toilet paper? And then I realized, and then I was like, wait a second. I forgot. I thought I needed toilet paper, and then I forgot that I already had some twice. So then I had plenty of toilet paper. So I'm like, okay, but what about food? I don't know how to cook. Are the restaurants going to be closed? Like, this is going to be bad. Well, I guess I can learn how to cook, but then I don't really want to cook. I'm just going to buy a lot of cereal and eggs. Having that but then I was like, am I going to be lonely? I live by myself. Am I going to be like depressed? Like, my family lives on the other side of the country from where I live. Like, I might be like but then I was like, you know what? This is really nice. I didn't realize how much I like being alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe this is why I'm still single, because I love being alone too much. But then I was like, after a few months, I was kind of like, okay, how long is this going to last? Like, this is nice to be alone, but how long is this going to last? Like, am I going to be in my house forever? And like, wait, like, okay, when are things go back to normal? Like, you know, you just start wondering and question yourself. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to push back my tour. Oh, I'm going to push back my tour again. Okay, that gives me some more alone. Oh, I'm pushing it back again. Oh, I'm not going on the road at all this year. Like, okay, like you just, you know, like you just kind of take it a day at a time because you don't know what's going to happen next. I know that's how it's been for me. So now I'm going on tour next year. Like, so far, I don't know if it's going to get pushed back again. You just don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just taking it a day at a time. I'm starting to write songs. I've got my little studio set up here in my home. And I'm doing writing sessions and producer stuff just on Zoom calls, like online. So we're all learning how to just adapt, because it's like, well, we still got to keep working. We still got to eat and, like, you know, pay our rent. Like, what can we do? Like, it's not easy. It's not an easy time. I've had some of my friends lose their jobs. And I mean, you know, my tour is canceled and stuff. But it's like, well, we just kind of keep hanging in there for each other, check in on. It's like, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? Like, you know, it's just an interesting time.
David, you've unlocked something. You just said the word "I'm single." So
You said the word "I'm single." Words,
you said the word "single." So with all of that, what are the qualities are you looking for if you are searching?
Oh my goodness.
Christine, by the way, says you're single because you haven't seen me. Oh, girl, I am living for you.
Wait, what was her icon? I thought y'all are making me blush so much. I like your icon, My Hero Academia, because I love Boku no Hero Academia. It's an anime, but anyway, What'd y'all say?
What do you look for?
Boku no Hero Academia is great.
Qualities, what attributes? Like, what do you look for, girl?
I'm gonna let Karla ask that. You're Karla.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Just for the people, I'm asking for. It's a public service. I feel like as a DJ,
yes,
it's my duty to the public to ask this. David, we need specifics. Okay.
I'm looking at my goals. I wrote my goals on this whiteboard. I'm like, what did I say? What I'm looking for? No, I know what I'm looking for, I guess. I feel like I'm learning more and more, but y'all, I feel so embarrassed talking about this.
Our viewership just shot up right now. All of my women. Look at all of them.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I said things like someone when I get nervous, my mind goes blank, blank, blank.
Yeah, say bored.
I can be myself with someone who motivates and pushes me, but lifts me up. Someone who knows the mission that I feel I have from God to accomplish in my life, and that I want to do the same things for them. You know, that's what I have. Yeah, my friend, last summer I wrote down, my friend motivated me. My friend Zach got me motivated to write down my goals so that I could see them each day for when I was feeling down and depressed and didn't want to get out of bed. And it was good. Like it helped me. It helped me teach me, which has helped me now in quarantine, like in pandemic, like to have a list of things I could do each day. So that I felt I was accomplishing something, even if it was little. Like sometimes the big things stress us out too much in life. So It's like, okay, well, what about I can wake up and say a prayer and then I can make my bed, and then I can brush my teeth. It's like, well, those are like, maybe those are simple things, but I write them down anyway. And it's like, okay, I'm going to read a little bit. I'm going to go on a walk. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to make breakfast. And I like check them off, and it just makes me feel good. Sorry, I'm like slobbering here. But
It's okay.
do y'all, I mean, what are your guys' things? How do you guys help yourselves get out of, when you're in a rut, what do you do to keep moving?
Just work out. That's it.
I
Just
play
work
with my
out.
dog.
She plays with her dog. Just work out.
I'm obsessed with my dog. So
Nice.
that's
What kind of dog do you have?
Oh my god, is he asking me a
Yeah,
question?
he's
Wait.
interviewing you,
Wait.
Karla.
I have a French bulldog.
What was that?
A French bulldog.
That picture is amazing.
Do you have a dog? Do you have any pets, David?
I don't, but I've been like hanging out with my friends' dogs. I was dog sitting a little bit. They've got 2 poodles. You know, I don't know, this may come across bad because I think at the time we live, it's people are super dogs. Sometimes have a hard time with dogs because
Why?
this same thing, like I like to be alone.
Mhm.
So and dogs are always like, hi, hey, what's going on? And I can see the benefits of that, but sometimes I'm just like, ooh, like hold up. I have my bubble. You're cute.
I think
but
you need a cat. I
I'm
think
over
you need a cat, David. I think you need a cat. Cat or a
I've had dogs and cats. I've loved having both of them. I just get overwhelmed faster. Let's just say I get worn out faster by dogs than cats. But I do like both of them. But I might be more of a cat person. Just because
it hasn't changed. People are still obsessed with you.
Huh? Oh, it's cats, like they hang out with you. Well, they don't really. They'll just kind of be like, I'm like, hey, and they'll just be like looking over there. I'm like, hi. Oh, anyway, whatever. Just get away from me. I don't know why. I like that.
We're discovering a lot of things about you, David, through this interview.
I'm spilling too much about
Great.
myself.
I love it.
Now, what are
That's what happens when it's late at night.
What are the things that people don't know about you?
That you can share.
Yeah, that you can share.
They found out a lot of dirt, that I'm not a dog person, what I'm looking for on my whiteboard. What do they not know about me? I was thinking about this, and I forgot what I was going to say. I know.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? I really like tacos.
Oh,
Mexican tacos are so good. They're really good. And
how about favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? I really like this. Well, there's this TV show I really liked. Well, there's this one called Hunter x Hunter. It's just another anime that I really like watching lately. I'm a nerd. I have a Nintendo 64 shirt on.
Oh, you got a Nintendo shirt.
Yeah, this is.
Are you a gamer?
David is. I'm a Nintendo guy. Yeah, I love Super Smash Bros. I love my Legend of Zelda games. Those are my favorites. I finally finished Breath of the Wild during quarantine. I spent a lot of my time playing my Nintendo Switch, but yeah.
We've come to discover you're a gamer.
He's a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
He's adorable. He is into fitness. He has a whiteboard of all the traits and qualities
He's single?
he looks for. He's single.
Wow.
Lady, calm down. Oh my goodness. It's shaking because women are running towards the booth. They just wanna catch this live stream. David, since we're talking about, moving forward in this 2020, you were supposed to go on tour, but you told us earlier that you're gonna have something a little different. You're gonna be doing something different, which is sort of like a digital concert, right? Can you tell us more about that? Because number one, you are so used to performing in front of a crowd. Artists feed off of that energy. So this is going to be a whole different experience for you as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you can cut me off anytime.
Feel free to sing, and then you can answer the question. So what is that different?
What was the question?
Yeah, go ahead, Karla.
The question was, you're going to be doing sort of like a digital concert, right? So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, it's something a lot of people have done, but I just haven't done it. It's a stage it the concert. So it's an online virtual concert. So since I can't go on the road, this way people can still, I can still perform for them.
Mhm.
And even though this has been around for a while, this will be my first time. So this August 21st, so people can go there. I think tickets, there's some more released today. So if you want to come, you can still come.
Mhm.
And it's on stagia.com. And I like it this way because I guess you can get like a worldwide audience from everywhere. It's not just one city, even though it's fun to just do one city. Well, excuse me. You can just do one city. There's a
bug. Is that a spider?
No, it was like a little hair floating. Yeah, but you can go. Yeah, it's cool to do concerts in a city. Like, cities have their vibe, but it'll be cool to have just like anyone from anywhere can join. Oh my gosh, that scared me.
What is it?
Oh, it's my friend's dog.
Oh, look at that. Is that a golden doodle? Is that what
I don't know. What are you, Willie? This is Willie.
Wow.
He's cute. I just see this isn't licking is not my thing. I like dogs. See, I like dogs. Anyway. All right, he's getting tangled in my headphones now. What?
So there was a surprise there, Karla. You saw me.
That made me so happy. I don't know that voice. I don't know what voice that was, but when I see a dog, anyway.
David, it is the Monster Anniversary month here on Monster RX93.1. You have any message for all the monsters that are tuned in right now, watching you, and all your fans all over the world? Go ahead, David.
Well, happy anniversary, first of all. And just to all the monsters who are listening, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing your love to Rico and Karla as well. And keep enjoying the radio time. And thanks for your support for the people who've been listening to my music, or even if you've never listened to my music and are just listening to this chat we're having. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us.
David.
Thank you, David. Thank you for making time for us. We know it's late, but it really means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you can come back to the Philippines when all is safe and well, because your Filipino fans really want you to come back.
Oh, thanks. I love the Filipino fans. They've been just so, Filipinos are just so down to earth. They're very thoughtful. They're very considerate, and they have a lot of heart, so I love that. And I love that they are just willing to be emotive and expressive. So I love a lot of things about it.
Before we let you go, David, can you sing a Tagalog song for us, even if it's just the chorus, because the fans are dying to hear it?
Yeah, I could do that. Nandito ako, umiibig sa'yo, kahit na nagdurugo ang puso. Kung sakaling iwanan ka niya, huwag kang mag-alala, may nagmamahal sa'yo, nandito ako.
Wow.
I'm good. I'm done. Thank you
so
much.
Goodness.
Thanks to you guys. Thank you, Karla. And thank you, Rico, for having me.
Thank you, David. Thank you for spending time with us. Take care. Be safe.
Thank you. To you as well. You look safe with your mask, so keep safe.
And the next time we see you, it'll be six-pack David. We're excited for that. All right? David, this is coming from Tennessee once again.
Bye.
David,
bye, David.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Good night.
Oh, my goodness. Everybody on Facebook Live.
Wait,
Karla.
give me a moment. Okay. I have a mask. I'm going to just look at. Look at the smile on my face. It's just like, hi. Okay.
Yeah, but
I gotta be safe. But
that was.
Oh my god.
you know, one thing that we could take away from this interview is that being kind
Mm,
could last you a lifetime.
mm,
Taking time off for yourself
mm-hmm,
and just taking walks. It's okay
mm-hmm,
to turn off your phone. It's great to log out and log off from time to time. And that's what we've
mm-hmm.
come to learn from David.
Yep. And you know what I love? All of the monsters that are locked in over on Facebook Live, they were genuinely just so happy. It's little things like this. I mean, it's not a little thing because David really took time out of his schedule, but it made so many people so happy today.
Mhm.
And it's so good to see somebody who has all this success still be so grounded and humble and give credit to God and to just remind everybody that it's okay if you don't feel good sometimes, and it's okay to feel low. I think that's very important, especially now. This pandemic is not a competition, you know, it's
Mhm.
not a time where, oh, you got to be productive and put this pressure on yourself. It's so nice to hear that from somebody who's so established and so successful as well.
And if you don't win your battles today, guess what? Tomorrow, when you wake up, you have another chance of winning the little battles, whether it's folding your sheets or doing 20 push ups or whatnot. And we've come to learn that from David. And we hope that David will be our personal trainer, motivator. Karla, I would sign up immediately.
You have like a man crush on him, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can't wait for him to touch my hand.
Oh my God,
you're
so
like, like what I did there with the socks and everything. But David, thank you very much for taking time to join us. Yeah, how much you have loved the Philippines. The Philippines loves you back, and we cannot wait to have you here. But there you go. What a way to celebrate our Monster Anniversary month. We are just halfway there, Karla.
I'm blushing. I thank God for the mask. Okay.
And that's the first time I saw Karla take off her mask inside
Because
the
we're
booth.
both in the studio, so I
Yeah.
want to be the one to wear my mask, but I could not. My smile was gonna rip the mask.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now. You know when you're so I'm sorry, I just have to share. You know when you're so excited to meet somebody that you're such a fan of,
Mhm.
and you hope that they're going to be nice and awesome, and then they are.
Mhm.
Like that just makes things so much better. Like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, the fact that he's actually a really nice guy. So
So there you
that's
go.
it. That's my day.
You know
Thank
he's
so
still
much.
there, Karla.
I know.
You want to click him? Let's just see.
He's
I don't know how to click on the
I didn't know how to get out of the studio, but I was.
That's okay.
Okay, we were just talking about you behind
Yeah.
your back, you know. Oh my God.
I know, but I'm listening all the time. You never
These-
know who's listening.
I mean, do you see Karla's mask? The way it's just indented of a big smile.
Okay, that's enough. We
All
have to
right.
go.
Well, okay, David, thank you.
Bye, David.
All right, there you go. There you
All
go.
right,
Ladies and
monster.
gentlemen, there you have it. Share this. Tag the person that you think needs that inspiration. Do
Mhm.
share with your friends and your family wherever you are. The monsters are always here with you. But for Facebook Live, thank you. She is Karla Aguas.
He's Rico Chismosa. I need to catch my breath.
As Karla catches her breath.